गुड मॉर्निंग फ्रेंड्स। कैसे हो सब लोग? होप यू आर ऑल फाइन। फ्रेंड्स, you know that this month ending, that is on 30 and 31, you have the exam of two subjects, that is specially English and OC, right? That means our subject OC. So friends, in organization of commerce we have learned up to chapter number 1, and in chapter number 1 we have discussed about what is economic activity, what is non-economic activity, what are the types of economic activity, characteristics of business, characteristics of profession, characteristics of employment. We have seen the difference. We have seen the trade as well as the auxiliary services little bit. So friends, the second chapter deals in business service part 1. Now what does it mean? Now what happens, students, is that business cannot sustain itself. In order to business sustain in the society, it requires lot of services, right? We have learned the commerce means what. So what is commerce? Commerce means trade as well as auxiliary services. Now what are the auxiliary services? Auxiliary services means what? Auxiliary services means helping services, insurance, warehousing, transportation, banking, agents, and lot of other things are there. So friends, today we are starting with the topic. Today we are starting with the topic chapter number 2, business service part 1. So let's see the topic. So friends, now what they want to say, the first is introduction. So let's see. Importance of services are increasing in the economy. We know that. There is a rise in the facilities and convenience due to service like banking. In earlier times, in order to deposit the money, a person has to go to bank, stand in a long queue, and he has to deposit the money. But now, with the help of ATM machine, we can deposit the money also, we can withdraw the money also, we can drop the check also. That means online facility is given to us. You know that the ATM card, it can be debit card or it can be credit card, which is carried by your parents or by you also. So with that ATM card, do you know what is the another name of ATM card? The other name of ATM card, that is the debit and the credit card, is प्लास्टिक मनी. उसका दूसरा नाम है प्लास्टिक मनी, क्योंकि वो प्लास्टिक में कोट होके आता है, इसलिए. So now the banking has become so technology wise, we can make online payment at a minute of a second. At a fraction of a second, we can do the transaction very easily. So it saves our time, energy, and what we say, it becomes very convenient to us. So first they want to say regarding this banking. Insurance. Now that is also very much important. Insurance. Now how it's important? Insurance means, for example, you have heard the word of LIC, that is Life Insurance Corporation of India. The Life Insurance Corporation of India gives us the insurance, that is the personal insurance. But the new name is New India Insurance Company. It gives the Mediclaim policy. I think you heard this Mediclaim policy. Then the lot of other private companies are there. HDFC Life Insurance is there, ICICI Lombard Insurance is there. This company gives the insurance to our vehicles also, even the goods which are stored in our godown also, even to our house also. Even to our house also, even for our household equipments like TV, fridge, we can take the insurance. Now, what is the basic purpose of insurance? Suppose I have some goods in my godown that costing around 50 lakhs. I know that that's a very big amount, 50 lakhs. If anything happens, like robbery, short circuit, fire, anything happens, that 50 lakh rupees comes to me loss, 100% loss. So my business get disturbed. I cannot stand in the market. Lot of issues will come. So what I can do? In order to protect that, what the company says that you do one thing, sir. You can take the insurance with us. You have to pay around 25,000, 30,000, depends on the goods, depends on the location and everything, and depends upon the time period. According to that, we give the insurance to you for 25,000 for 1 year. So now the businessman, after spending that 25,000, gets the peace of mind. What he gets? He gets the peace of mind because he knows that if anything happened to the goods like robbery, riots, or it can be fire, accident, whatever, he is assured that he will get the compensation. The word comes, the compensation of the loss. If the 50 lakhs good is destroyed, the company gives 50 lakhs. Condition, the businessman has taken the insurance of 50 lakhs. That the concept are there, right? So that is insurance. Postal services. Postal service is also important now. If you take anything, if you want to do the business on Snapdeal, Flipkart, Amazon, the courier service is there. The delivery boy supplies the goods at our doorstep. How it possible? That is the postal system. Clear? Storage and transportation. Another one is very important, storage. The goods are produced round a year. Everything goods are produced round a year. But consumption is taking place at a particular period of time only. In agriculture products, we can say agriculture production is done as per the season only. But the storage is done in a proper and effective way. That's why the availability of food grains, pulses, and every material is available whole round the year. We have never seen that any shopkeeper says that now the rice will come in the next year only. That no one will say. Rice is there because the proper storage facility is available. Transportation, it's not a new thing for you. Transportation means the goods are transported from one state to another state, or we can say, friends, one country to other country. One country to other country. You know that we are the second largest importer of the crude oil. So crude oil means, petroleum products. We are not producing enough that we can sustain. So we have to purchase from other countries like Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Iran, and all. So these goods are imported with the help of ships. So what? It is transportation. These services are not helpful in the business as a part of commerce, but they extended to facilities. What they said? Extended to facilities, the industries. Industries को मदद देना. Agriculture and other business activity. Services like banking, insurance, postage, storage, and transportation have undergone so much of changes that they have not only work as business service but also as social and family related service. They clearly says that it not only for the business, it also do for the society also and for the family related. If I want to take my personal insurance, I can take. If I want to take my accident insurance, I can take. If I want to take my medical insurance, I can take. So that is family related. In modern age, there are varieties and specialties seen in such services. All these institutions have become naturally interdependent. Now, what is interdependent? Interdependent means connected with each other. Interdependent means what? Connected with each other. So, friends, Today we are going to learn the topic insurance. Banking will come in the next because it's a very vast chapter. So today we are going to learn insurance, and students always have the curiosity to learn how this company works, how the insurance work, how it possible, whether there is a loss to the company or not. So let's see. So ready friends? Let's see the insurance. Meaning, insurance refers to that written contract or agreement between two parties through which the insuree pays the premium and as against getting an undertaking from the insurer that he will be compensated as per the risk covered and the amount decided for the financial loss. It's a very simple and contract definition of insurance. But I know that confusion has arisen in your mind. So again, I am explaining one point. Insurance refers to that. Insurance means that return contract. Return means it's a contract between two parties. For example, if I want to take the insurance, first of all, I call an agent or I go online and I will fill my details on the form. And you know that at the end of the form, I have to put my signature. Signature means consent. After that, after verification, after verifying of everything, the insurance company gives me a certificate that your insurance contract is now accepted. That is contract. Contract means agreement between two parties. Agreement between two parties. Insurance refers to that written contract or agreement between two parties. Now, how this agreement comes into existence? Through which the insuree, now who is insuree? In simple words, insuree means आप और मैं, you and me. हम इंश्योरी है. इंश्योरी मतलब जिसको इंश्योरेंस लेना है. Insuree means those who want to take the insurance, in which the insuree pays premium. If I want to take the insurance, what I have to pay? I have to pay premium. Insuree pays premium and as against, उसके बदले में, if I pays the money, I should get something in return. तो यहाँ पे भी वही लिखा है, insuree pays premium and as against, उसके बदले में, getting an undertaking. Now what is undertaking? Undertaking means one type of guarantee. Guarantee देना. Undertaking from the insurer. Insurer मतलब company. That he will be compensated. That compensated का मतलब भरपाई. अगर मुझे 10 लाख का नुकसान हुआ है तो कंपनी मुझे 10 लाख देगी. हाँ, if I taken the insurance of 10 lakh. अगर मैंने 5 लाख का इंश्योरेंस लिया है तो भले ही मुझे 10 लाख का नुकसान हुआ है, द कंपनी विल पे 5 lakhs टू मी, क्योंकि मेरा प्रीमियम कम हो जाएगा. समझ में आ रहा है आपको? प्रीमियम मैं कम भरूंगा, तो इसके हिसाब से मैंने 5 लाख का पॉलिसी लिया 10 लाख के गुड्स पे, तो मुझे 5 लाख मिलेगा भले ही 10 लाख का नुकसान. ऐसे भी लोग कर सकते हैं. यस, he will be compensated as per the risk covered and the amount decided for the financial loss. तो वापस देखते हैं. Insurance refers to a written contract or agreement between two parties through which the insuree pays the premium and as against उसके बदले में getting an undertaking from the insurer that he will be compensated as per the risk covered and the amount decided for the financial loss. तो क्या देखा? Insurance refers to a written contract or agreement between two parties in which the insuree pays the premium and for against the insurer the insuree gets an undertaking from the insurer that he will be compensated as per the risk covered and the amount decided for the financial loss. आगे बढ़ते हैं. इंश्योरेंस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट इज इन अ रिटर्न फॉर्म, oral नहीं चलेगा, it should be in written form, लिखा हुआ. Whenever it is in a written form, it becomes 100% secured. 100% secured बोलते हैं हम. Insurance contract is in a written form, is known as insurance policy. देखो क्लियर लिखा है. Insurance contract is in a written form is known as insurance policy. तो insurance policy का एक short definition हम बोल सकते हैं. What is insurance policy? The contract which is in a written form is known as insurance policy. The contract which is in a written form is known as insurance policy. Insurance does not remove the risk. देखो क्या लिखा है. Insurance does not remove the risk, but it compensates for the financial loss caused by that risk. Insurance देखो ऐसा नहीं है कि मैंने इंश्योरेंस दिया अपना तो ऐसा नहीं कि मैं मरूंगा नहीं. I will die one day. बट इट विल कंपनसेट द लॉस. अगर मैं नहीं रहूं तो मेरी फैमिली को कुछ फाइनेंशियली लॉस ना हो तो सपोर्ट करने के लिए कंपनी आती है. आ रहा है समझ में? तो इंश्योरेंस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट इज इन अ रिटर्न फॉर्म. इंश्योरेंस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट इज इन अ रिटर्न फॉर्म विच इज नोन एज इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी. इंश्योरेंस डज नॉट रिमूव द रिस्क. इंश्योरेंस रिस्क नहीं निकालती है. इंश्योरेंस डज नॉट रिमूव द रिस्क इन्वॉल्व, बट इट compensate for the financial loss caused by that risk. Compensate करती है. Now comes the topic, friends. Principles क्या क्या है? तो what we have learned, दो टॉपिक हमने पढ़ा. एक तो इंश्योरेंस पढ़ा. इंश्योरेंस refers to a written contract or agreement between two parties. कैसे? In which the insurer pays the premium, and in the return he gets an undertaking from the insurer that he will be compensated as per the risk covered and the amount decided for the financial loss. दूसरा इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी. इंश्योरेंस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट इज इन अ रिटर्न फॉर्म. इंश्योरेंस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट इज इन रिटर्न फॉर्म इज नोन एज इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी. Insurance does not remove the risk. Insurance does not remove the risk involved, but it compensates for the financial loss caused by that risk. आगे बढ़ते हैं. द टॉपिक है फ्रेंड्स प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ इंश्योरेंस. प्रिंसिपल्स का मतलब होता है कि क्या क्या रूल्स है, क्या क्या रेगुलेशन है वो. चलो देखते हैं. आई एम रीडिंग प्रिंसिपल्स. The root of insurance are connected with the society. इंश्योरेंस का जो मेन कंसेप्ट है किसके साथ जुड़ा हुआ है? सोसाइटी के साथ जुड़ा हुआ है. एंड इट इज एन एग्रीमेंट बिटवीन टू पार्टीज. किसके बीच में एग्रीमेंट है? दो पार्टियों के बीच में एग्रीमेंट रहता है. सो इंश्योरेंस इज नॉट अ सिंपल और ऑर्डिनरी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. कोई सिंपल और ऑर्डिनरी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट नहीं है. एंड इट कैन नॉट बी रिलेटेड टू लॉ ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. ये कोई सिंपल नहीं है, कोई ऑर्डिनरी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट नहीं है. चलो ये काम ले लिया, साइन कर दिया, चलो ये काम कंप्लीट हो गया, बाहर हो गया, ऐसा नहीं. ये आप जानते हो कि आपके घर पे भी आपके पापा ने, मम्मी ने इंश्योरेंस लिया होगा. तो ये लॉन्ग टर्म है. 15 ईयर्स, 20 ईयर्स, 25 ईयर्स, 30 ईयर्स, 35 ईयर्स, 40 ईयर्स तक के भी हम इंश्योरेंस ले सकते हैं. यू आर गेटिंग? हम ले सकते हैं इंश्योरेंस. So what they want to say, the main objective of the insurance contract, the root of insurance are connected to the society and it's an agreement between two parties. So insurance is not as simple. कुछ ना कोई simple और ordinary contract नहीं है like other contract. इसलिए मैंने बोला. So insurance contract is not a simple or a ordinary contract like any other contract. It is a special form of contract. अलग है. And hence, apart from law of contract, the following specific principles are also applicable. So पहला है principle of utmost good faith. Now what they want to say? Utmost good faith का मतलब क्या होता है? Good faith मतलब भरोसा. दोनों पार्टियों को सारे इंफॉर्मेशन क्लियर करना है कि देखो भाई ऐसा होगा तभी हम आपको देंगे. इफ सच थिंग हैपेंस देन ओनली इट विल बी कॉम्पेंसेटेड. तो ये सब चीज होता है प्रिंसिपल ऑफ एटमोस्ट गुड फेथ। तो क्या लिखा है? द मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ एन इंश्योरेंस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कैन नॉट बी मेकिंग प्रॉफिट। फर्स्ट लाइन में उन्होंने क्लियर कर दिया, द मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ द इंश्योरेंस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट इज कैन नॉट बी मेकिंग प्रॉफिट। आप प्रॉफिट के लिए इंश्योरेंस नहीं कर सकते। इंश्योरेंस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट हम क्यों करते हैं? इंश्योरेंस में क्यों लेता हूं कि भाई मेरे ना होने के बाद भी, इवन इफ आई नॉट देयर, माय फैमिली डज नॉट सफर ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द फाइनेंशियल लॉस। मुझे जिंदा नहीं करके दे सकती है कंपनी। वैसे ही मेरे गुड्स अगर चोरी हो जाए तो गुड्स वापस लेके नहीं आ सकती। जितना भी गुड्स था मेरा, उसका कॉस्ट दे देगी। ऐसा नहीं कि प्रॉफिट में लाके देगा। ऐसा होगा तो फिर कोई बिजनेस करेगा ही नहीं, सब इंश्योरेंस ले लेंगे, चलो सामान बेच देंगे, प्रॉफिट कमाएंगे। ऐसा तो हो नहीं सकता। So what they want to say, the main objective of the insurance contract cannot be making profit. The main objective of the insurance contract cannot be for making profit. It is only to have, देखो क्लियर लिखा है, it is only to have compensation for financial losses. सिर्फ कंपनसेशन है, हर्जाना है कि आपको कितने का लॉस हुआ। द बेसिक लॉ ऑफ इंश्योरेंस इज अ सोशल कंसेप्ट। जो बेसिक है, जब मतलब उसके बेसिक मतलब क्या बोलते हैं उसको हम, जो मेन उसका जो कंसेप्ट है, द बेसिक लॉ ऑफ इंश्योरेंस इज अ सोशल कंसेप्ट। द बेसिक लॉ ऑफ इंश्योरेंस इज अ सोशल कंसेप्ट। So what we can say, principle of utmost good faith. The main objective of the insurance contract is not to make profit. It is only to have compensation for the financial loss. The basic law of insurance is called the social concept. The basic law of insurance is called a social concept. As such, the parties involved in the insurance contract, यानी आप कहना चाहते हैं द पार्टीज इन्वॉल्व इन द इंश्योरेंस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, जो पार्टीज इंश्योरेंस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में है, द पार्टीज विच आर इन्वॉल्व इन द इंश्योरेंस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट शुड हैव, क्या होना चाहिए? शुड हैव म्यूचुअल एंड कंप्लीट फेथ। एक दूसरे पे भरोसा होना चाहिए। अगर ये चीज नहीं है तो वहां पे कॉन्ट्रैक्ट अपना खत्म हो जाता है। As such, the parties involved in the insurance contract should have, क्या लिखा है? Should have mutual and complete faith. Mutual, दोनों को एक दूसरे से। While entering into a contract, both the parties, क्या लिखा है? While entering into a contract, both the parties should provide all the information. Clear लिखा है। While entering into contract, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में एंटर होने से पहले both the party should provide all the information required regarding the insurance product. While entering into a contract, both the parties should provide all information required regarding the insurance product. While taking an insurance policy, इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी जब लेते हैं, इवन इफ द इंफॉर्मेशन इज नॉट आस्क्ड, अगर कोई इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं भी पूछा जाता है, इवन इफ द इंश्योरेंस इज नॉट आस्क्ड बाय द आइदर पार्टी, बोथ शुड प्रोवाइड इट, दोनों देना पड़ेगा। इफ इट इज फेल्ट दैट, अगर लगता है दैट इट हैव इम्पैक्ट ऑन द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, अगर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट पे कुछ असर होगा तो देना पड़ेगा। एनी इंश्योरेंस एग्रीमेंट एंटर्ड नॉट हैविंग द नेसेसरी इंफॉर्मेशन अमाउंट टू फ्रॉड। अगर कोई इंफॉर्मेशन हमने छुपा के रखा, नहीं बताया, तो उसे फ्रॉड माना जाएगा और कॉन्ट्रैक्ट क्या हो जाता है? कैंसिल हो जाता है। जैसे कि मुझे इंश्योरेंस लेना है और मेरे को डायबिटीज है और मैंने किसी डॉक्टर के पास से राइट फर्जी सर्टिफिकेट बना दिया कि भाई डायबिटीज नहीं है। सो आफ्टर दैट सर्टिफिकेट आई हैव सबमिटेड टू इंश्योरेंस कंपनी। इंश्योरेंस कंपनी को चेक तो नहीं कर, मेरे को चेक तो नहीं कर पाएंगे, मेरे सर्टिफिकेट है उसी से वैलिड गिना जाएगा। तो दे हैव सेड दैट ओके, योर इंश्योरेंस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट इज ओके, एंड आफ्टर सम पीरियड ऑफ टाइम माय डेथ हैपन, ठीक है, मर जाता हूं, ठीक है, ऐसा नहीं सोचना है, ठीक है, जस्ट एग्जांपल दे रहा हूँ। इफ आई डाइड और तब पोस्टमार्टम होता है तो पता चलता है कि इट हैज द डायबिटीज इन द बॉडी, तो ये तो बताया नहीं था, तो ऑन दैट बेसिस कैंसल, अपना जो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है कैंसल कर सकते हैं। आया समझ में आपको? तो व्हाट वी कैन से, द मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव, देखो इसलिए बोला है कि ऑब्जेक्टिव प्रॉफिट कमाना नहीं है, कोई नुकसान आपको ना हो। द मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ द इंश्योरेंस कंपनी इज टू नॉट टू मेक द प्रॉफिट, it is only to have the compensation for the loss. The basic law of insurance is a social concern. As such, the parties involved in the insurance contract, जो parties involved होते हैं contract, should have mutual and complete faith. Mutual and complete faith. While entering into a contract, both the parties, while entering into a contract, both the parties should provide all information. While entering into a contract, both the parties should provide all the information required regarding the insurance product. While taking an insurance policy, clear लिखा है, while taking an insurance policy, even if the information is not asked, अगर कुछ इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं भी पूछा है, आइदर पार्टी बोथ शुड प्रोवाइड इट, देना पड़ेगा। इफ इट इज फेल्ट दैट, अगर लगता है दैट इट हैव एन इम्पैक्ट ऑन द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, अगर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट पे असर होगा तो एनी इंश्योरेंस एग्रीमेंट एंटर नॉट हैविंग नेसेसरी इंफॉर्मेशन अमाउंट टू फ्रॉड, अगर इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं दे रहे हैं इट्स अमाउंट टू फ्रॉड, फ्रॉड के नाम से पहचाना जाएगा। एंड it is against the principle of utmost good faith, वो प्रिंसिपल के खिलाफ हो जाता है। whenever it come to be know that the principle of utmost good faith is broken, जब भी पता चलता है कि utmost good faith broken हुआ है, the insurance agreement और policy stands null. null का मतलब उसका existence खत्म हो जाता है, उसका existence खत्म हो जाता है। and void, and the insurance cannot get back the premium already paid, इंश्योरी को वापस कुछ भी नहीं मिलेगा। and the loss, the right of compensation for the risk, किसी भी तरह का उसको लॉस में भी कंपनसेशन में कोई हक नहीं मिलेगा, राइट? तो क्या क्या पढ़ा हमने, पता चला आपको? Okay, so what they want to say, we have learned the concept. हमने क्या क्या पढ़ा? हमने सबसे पहले पढ़ा इंश्योरेंस पढ़ा। इंश्योरेंस क्या होता है? इंश्योरेंस refers to the contract two parties through which the insurer pays the premium and he gets the acknowledgement from the insurer that he will be compensated। ठीक है, नोट्स बनाने पड़ेंगे और ये बहुत थोड़ा हार्ड टॉपिक है, इजी नहीं है। दूसरा है प्रिंसिपल्स। प्रिंसिपल में पहला हमने पढ़ा एटमोस्ट गुड फेथ, प्रॉफिट के लिए नहीं है, सिर्फ फाइनेंशियल लॉस है तो उसकी भरपाई होगी। मेन लॉ इंश्योरेंस का सोशल कंसेप्ट है, जो दोनों पार्टी है उसको सारे अपने एग्रीमेंट म्यूचुअल अंडरस्टैंडिंग में चलाने पड़ेंगे। एंड अगर कोई कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में एंटर होता है, बोथ द पार्टी शुड इन्फॉर्म, सारी चीज उनको उनका इंफॉर्मेशन देना पड़ेगा कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में। पूछा नहीं है तो भी, लेकिन अगर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में अगर इंपॉर्टेंट है तो देना ही पड़ेगा। अगर किसी पार्टी ने जानबूझ के अगर नहीं बताया है तो एटमोस्ट गुड फेथ वहां पे ब्रेकअप हो जाता है, खत्म हो जाता है, और इंश्योरी को जो प्रीमियम भरा है वो भी नहीं मिलेगा, कुछ नहीं मिलेगा, राइट? तो फ्रेंड्स, नेक्स्ट पीरियड के लिए आप प्रिंसिपल ऑफ इंडेमनिटी रीड करके रखना, बहुत बढ़िया टॉपिक है। प्रिंसिपल ऑफ इंडेमनिटी रीड करके रखना और प्रिंसिपल ऑफ इंश्योरेबल इंटरेस्ट, दो टॉपिक। चलो एक और कर ही लो, प्रिंसिपल ऑफ सब्रोगेशन, तीन टॉपिक। तो चार टॉपिक है प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ इंश्योरेंस के। प्रिंसिपल ऑफ एटमोस्ट गुड फेथ, एटमोस्ट गुड फेथ में क्या है? बोथ द पार्टी शुड प्रोवाइड ऑल द इंफॉर्मेशन, कोई भी पार्टी इसमें कोई चीज छुपा नहीं सकती। अगर छुपा दिया और एंड ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट पता चल जाता है तो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ब्रेक हो जाता है और कोई भी पैसा मिलेगा नहीं। ठीक है, प्रिंसिपल ऑफ इंडेमनिटी। ठीक है, नेक्स्ट पीरियड में देखेंगे। तो ये आपको तैयारी करके रखना है। थैंक यू, टेक केयर, गॉड ब्लेस। ठीक है, थोड़ा पढ़ाई शुरू कर दो, एग्जाम्स आ रहे हैं।